Have you ever replayed a single mistake over and over in your mind, wishing you could go back and change it? Guilt is one of the most powerful emotions people experience because it forces us to confront our actions, decisions, and responsibilities. While guilt is often uncomfortable, psychology suggests that it isn't always a negative emotion. In healthy amounts, it encourages accountability, strengthens empathy, and helps people grow. But when guilt becomes excessive, it can trap people in endless self-blame, damage their confidence, and prevent them from moving forward. Understanding the psychology of guilt helps us recognize the difference between learning from our mistakes and allowing them to define us. In today's video, we'll explore 10 fascinating psychological truths about guilt and discover how this emotion can either become a burden or a powerful teacher. Stay until the end, because the final lesson explains why true healing begins when you forgive yourself as much as you forgive others. Number 1, guilt is a sign that your values matter. Guilt usually appears when your actions conflict with your personal values. It reminds you that honesty, kindness, responsibility, and integrity are important to you. Rather than proving you're a bad person, healthy guilt often shows that you genuinely care about doing the right thing. Number 2, the brain replays painful memories. When people feel guilty, the brain repeatedly revisits the same event in an attempt to understand it. This mental replay is designed to help people learn from their mistakes. However, when it continues for too long, it stops being helpful and becomes emotional rumination that keeps the past alive. Number 3, guilt and shame are not the same. Many people confuse guilt with shame, but psychology makes an important distinction. Guilt says, "I made a mistake." Shame says, "I am the mistake." Healthy guilt focuses on behavior that can be changed, while shame attacks a person's identity and self-worth. Number 4, perfectionists often feel more guilt. People who expect perfection from themselves tend to experience guilt more frequently. Even small mistakes can feel like major failures because their standards are unrealistically high. This constant pressure creates unnecessary emotional exhaustion and self-criticism. Number 5, guilt can improve relationships. When handled in a healthy way, guilt encourages people to apologize, accept responsibility, and repair damaged relationships. It motivates honest conversations and thoughtful actions that rebuild trust. In this way, guilt can strengthen relationships instead of destroying them. Number 6, childhood experiences shape adult guilt. The way people were raised often influences how they experience guilt later in life. Children who constantly received blame or criticism may grow into adults who apologize too often or feel responsible for problems they didn't create. These emotional patterns can continue unless they are recognized and challenged. Number 7, unresolved guilt increases stress. Carrying guilt for months or even years can place a heavy burden on both the mind and body. Persistent guilt is linked to higher levels of stress, anxiety, emotional fatigue, and difficulty enjoying the present moment. Letting go doesn't erase the past, it allows healing to begin. Number 8, self-compassion breaks the cycle. People often show more kindness to others than they show themselves. Psychology teaches that treating yourself with patience, understanding, and compassion makes it easier to learn from mistakes without becoming trapped by them. Growth becomes possible when self-judgment is replaced with self-awareness. Number 9, taking responsibility creates freedom. Ignoring guilt rarely makes it disappear. The healthiest response is acknowledging what happened, making amends where possible, and accepting the lessons the experience offers. Responsibility transforms guilt into personal growth instead of lifelong regret. Number 10, forgiving yourself is part of healing. Everyone makes mistakes because nobody is perfect. Real healing begins when you stop allowing one decision to define your entire identity. Self-forgiveness doesn't excuse harmful behavior. It recognizes that people can learn, change, and become better. The strongest people aren't those who never fail. They're the ones who have the courage to grow beyond their past. Guilt can either become a heavy chain that holds you back or a valuable lesson that helps you become a wiser, more compassionate person. The choice depends on whether you allow the past to control you or use it to create a better future. Every mistake carries the opportunity to learn, improve, and move forward with greater understanding. Which of these psychological truths about guilt resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more psychology content that helps you understand the human mind, strengthen emotional intelligence, and build lasting confidence. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.